Hi, Tim with SI here. In this video, we're going to be discussing the integration of the Sci-Fi into URC. The first things we want to remember when we do this integration is we should already have the Sci-Fi completely configured for shade and screen, as well as groups or any limits that are required. We also want to make sure that the URC has already been configured with its processor so that we can start the programming of this integration. The drivers for the Sci-Fi can be downloaded from the URC website as well as the Screen Innovations website. And they do require a minimum of Accelerator 3. I've already downloaded my drivers and put them into my URC folder. So let's go ahead and start this integration. Now, as you can see, my project already contains an MRX8 processor, and I'm using an iPad for my interface. So from here, the first thing we need to do is go straight over to step number 4 for Add Other Devices. So in here, I need to select the database of my, because I've put these drivers into my folder. So then we'll select the IP database, and we'll select the Windows shades. Now here you can see the SOMFI. So this SOMFI driver is for the Connect UAI Plus as well as the Sci-Fi. So we'll add one driver for the Sci-Fi, and we're going to also add the UAI shades specifically for the interface. Now when I do that, I'm going to give this a name so that I can easily recognize it. I'm going to call this RS485 shades. Okay, so now I've got my drivers added. So the next thing to do is we need to go over to step number 6 for network setup. Under network setup, all we need to do here, click on the non-URC device and add the IP address of our Sci-Fi. Mine is 192.168.86.249. That's my IP address, and my port number is 23 by default. So that's my configuration. Now, if you select this information, you can hit the ping selected device next to it. What this will do is this will show you if the device is actually connected and online. So we know that the Sci-Fi is responding, so let's move on. So from here, we'll go to step 7 for the Properties Manager. And in here, what we need to do is click on the Connect UAI Plus, and then again on the Module Parameters. Because what we need to do here is we need to make sure that whatever username and password is being used on the Sci-Fi is input here correctly. Like in this case, I am using the default, which is telnet1 and password1 for the login information. Now, that is all that's required for this integration. So from here, we can go straight to step number 11, and we can accelerate the interface. So once this is complete, we can move on to step 12 to accelerate this as well. Once that's complete, we're on to download. All we have to do now is download this configuration to our MRX8, and we'll be ready to go. This process can actually take up to 2 minutes with the software download and with the processor reset. So I'll be back with you shortly. Now that we have sent our configuration and the processor has restarted, we can go in now and look to see if our shades have been discovered. So we'll go into our Comfort tab, and you can see here that our RS45 Shades section has been created. And there we go. It pulled in our group as well as our 2 RS45 shades. And that's all there is to the Sci-Fi integration with URC.